everyone. Welcome to our English learning podcast. I'm Elena.
And I'm Jack. It's great to have you with us today.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about something very useful, being at a hotel and at a restaurant. These are two places where we often use English, especially when we travel.
That's true. If you go to another country, you will probably stay in a hotel and eat at a restaurant. So, it's very important to know what to say and how to understand others in these places.
Let's begin with hotels. When you arrive at a hotel, the first place you go is the reception or the front desk. That's where you check in.
Yes, and check-in means to tell the hotel you have arrived. You give your name, maybe show your ID or passport, and get your room key or key card.
Right, you can say something simple like, "Hello, I have a reservation." A reservation means you already booked a room before you arrived.
Let's try a short example. Good evening. I have a reservation. My name is Jack Thomas.
Then the receptionist might say, "Welcome, Mr. Thomas. May I see your ID, please?"
And then they give you your key. You might ask, "Where is my room?" And they may say, "Your room is on the third floor, room 305.
Sometimes you may have a question. For example, what time is breakfast? Or is there free Wi-Fi?
Yes, or can I have a wake-up call at 7 a.m.? A wake-up call is when the hotel calls your room to wake you up in the morning.
And maybe you want room service. That's when the hotel brings food or drinks to your room. You can say, "Can I order room service?" Or "I'd like a sandwich, please."
Let's not forget about checking out. That means leaving the hotel and paying the bill.
You might say, "Hello, I'd like to check out." And the receptionist may ask, "Did you take anything from the minibar?"
The minibar is a small fridge in your room with drinks and snacks. If you take something, you pay for it when you check out.
Now let's talk about restaurants. When you go to a restaurant, someone will greet you. They might say, "Welcome, how many people?"
That means they want to know how many people will eat. You can say, "2 people, please," or "a table for 2.
Then they take you to your table and give you a menu. You can look at the menu and decide what you want to eat and drink.
You can say, "I'd like a chicken salad," or "Can I have a glass of water?" It's polite to say please and thank you.
The person who brings your food is the waiter or waitress. You can say, "Excuse me, can I order now?" Or "Can I have the bill, please?"
The bill is the paper that shows the price. After you eat, you pay the bill. In some countries, it's normal to give a tip, a little extra money to thank the waiter.
Yes, maybe 10 or 15%. If your bill is $20, you can leave a $2 or $3 tip.
Also, if you have a special request, you can say, "No onions, please," or "I'm allergic to nuts." That's very helpful for the kitchen staff.
Let's do a small role play at a restaurant.
Good evening. A table for 2, please.
Right this way, here is your menu.
Thank you. I'd like the grilled chicken and a lemonade.
Great choice. It will be ready soon.
Thank you very much.
As you can see, simple sentences can help a lot when you're at a hotel or a restaurant. You don't need difficult words. You just need to be polite and clear.
And don't be shy. Even if your English is not perfect, most people will understand you. Just try your best and speak with confidence.
Yes, and many hotel and restaurant workers are used to helping people who speak English as a second language. So don't worry if you make a small mistake.
Practice makes everything easier. The more you speak, the more confident you feel.
Also, you can write down some useful phrases before you travel. That way, you feel more ready.
Good idea. You can write things like, "Can I see the menu? Do you have vegetarian food? I have a reservation. What time is breakfast?"
Yes, these are great phrases to keep in your notebook or phone.
And one more tip, always smile. A smile can make everything better. People will see that you are friendly, and they will be happy to help you.
That's so true. A good attitude is just as important as good English.
And sometimes, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, your smile and kind words help a lot. People usually appreciate it when you try to speak their language.
Absolutely. And sometimes you might not understand everything the hotel staff or waiter says. That's okay. You can ask politely, "Can you say that again, please?" Or can you speak slowly?
Yes, and those are very helpful phrases. You can also say, I don't understand. Can you explain? It's always better to ask than to guess and make a mistake.
Another useful thing is pointing. For example, if you don't know how to say something, you can just point to the item on the menu and say, "I'll have this, please."
That's a good idea, especially in a busy restaurant. And sometimes menus have pictures, which helps a lot when you're not sure about the words.
Let's talk a bit more about ordering food. When you want something specific, you can say, "I would like," or "Can I have?" For example, "I would like a cup of coffee," or "Can I have a bottle of water?"
Yes, and don't forget, it's polite to say please. Like, I'd like a soup, please, or can I have some bread, please?
Also, if you're not ready to order, you can say, "Can we have a few more minutes, please?" It shows you're still thinking.
And after you finish eating, the waiter might ask, would you like some dessert? If you do, you can say, yes, I'd like some ice cream, or I'll have a piece of cake.
If you don't want anything else, just say, "No, thank you." That's all. And when you're ready to leave, ask, "Can I have the bill, please?"
Let's go back to the hotel experience again. Sometimes you may need something in your room. You can call the reception and say, hello, can I get an extra towel? Or the air conditioner is not working.
Yes, these situations happen a lot, so it's useful to know phrases like, "There is a problem with the shower." "Can someone fix it, please? I need more shampoo."
Good examples. And if you want to ask about services, you can say, is there a laundry service? Or where is the gym?
Some hotels also have a concierge. That's a person who helps you with local information, like places to visit, or booking a taxi or a tour.
Yes, and you can ask the concierge, can you recommend a good restaurant nearby? Or can you help me book a taxi to the airport?
And don't forget, sometimes you need to leave your room for a while but keep your things there. That's when you say, "Can I leave my luggage after checkout?"
That's a common question. Or, if you arrive early and the room is not ready yet, you might say, can I leave my bags here until check-in time?
Also, if you are unhappy with your room, you can ask for a change. "Excuse me, can I change my room? It's too noisy," or "I'd like a room with a better view, please."
Yes, you can always speak politely and ask. Hotels usually want to make their guests happy.
And when you leave the hotel, it's nice to say, "Thank you for everything." Being polite always makes a good impression.
Let's do a little conversation practice again, this time at the hotel.
Okay, I'll be the guest, and you be the receptionist.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Sunrise Hotel. How can I help you?
Hello, I have a reservation. My name is Elena White.
Yes, Miss White. May I see your ID, please?
Sure, here it is.
Thank you. Your room is on the 4th floor, room 412. Here's your key card.
Thank you. What time is breakfast?
Breakfast is from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the restaurant on the ground floor.
Great. And is there free Wi-Fi?
Yes, the Wi-Fi password is written on the room card. If you need anything else, just dial 0 from your room phone.
Thank you very much.
You see, these short conversations can help a lot in real life.
Yes, and you can try practicing these dialogues at home. Say them out loud and repeat them a few times.
That's a great way to improve your speaking and listening skills. The more you repeat, the easier it becomes to remember.
Also, try watching hotel or restaurant scenes in movies or TV shows with subtitles. It can help you hear how native speakers talk in real situations.
Yes, and try writing down new words or phrases that you hear. You can make your own phrasebook for traveling.
That's a wonderful idea. You can write words like reservation, menu, waiter, reception, and many more, along with example sentences.
Learning vocabulary with real examples makes it easier to use the words later when you need them.
Exactly. And when you learn with examples, you also understand how to use the words in different situations. For example, menu is not just a list in a restaurant, it can also be on a computer screen.
That's right. Words often have more than one meaning, so context is very important. But in hotels and restaurants, many words have very clear uses, and that helps when you're learning.
Let's talk a little more about polite language. When we are in a hotel or a restaurant, it's very important to speak politely. Even small words like please, thank you, and excuse me can make a big difference.
Yes, people really notice when you speak with kindness. For example, instead of saying I want coffee, it's better to say, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. It sounds much nicer.
And if something is wrong, you can still speak in a calm way. For example, you can say, excuse me, there seems to be a problem, or I'm sorry, but the soup is cold.
That's a good point. Being polite helps you get better service, and people are more willing to help you.
Let's also talk about some useful questions you can ask. For example, what time does the restaurant open? Do you have vegetarian dishes? Is breakfast included?
These are all good examples. You can also ask, is there room service? Or can I order food to my room? These are very common in hotels.
And when you're ready to go out and explore the city, you can ask, can I get a city map? Or how can I get to the train station?
Also, don't forget safety questions. You can ask, where is the fire exit? Or is there a safe in the room? These questions are useful, especially if you're staying for a few nights.
Yes, it's always good to feel comfortable and secure when you travel. Let's do another quick role play. This time, I'll be the restaurant customer, and you'll be the waiter.
Good evening. Here is your menu. Would you like something to drink?
Yes, I'd like a glass of orange juice, please.
Of course. Are you ready to order your food?
Not yet. Can I have a few more minutes, please?
Certainly. Take your time.
A few minutes later, I'm ready to order. I'd like the chicken soup and a salad.
Great choice. Would you like any bread with that?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Your food will be ready shortly.
See how easy it is? You don't need to speak fast or use difficult words. Simple, polite sentences are enough.
Exactly. The most important thing is to communicate clearly. Don't worry about small grammar mistakes. Just focus on making yourself understood.
Also, don't be afraid to use body language. Sometimes a smile or a gesture helps when you can't find the right word.
Very true. Communication is more than just words. People understand your tone, your face, your hands. It all helps.
Let's also talk about some problems that might happen and how to solve them. For example, if your food is taking too long, you can say, excuse me, we've been waiting for a while. Is our food coming soon?
That's polite and clear. Or if something is missing, like you ordered tea but got coffee, you can say, sorry, I ordered tea, not coffee.
Yes, just stay calm and speak gently. Most people will fix the problem quickly.
Sometimes people feel shy to speak because they don't want to make mistakes. But it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Exactly. Every mistake is a lesson. And usually, people don't mind if you say something a little wrong. They understand you're learning.
That's why practicing in real life is so powerful. When you talk to hotel staff or waiters, you are learning in real time.
And it builds your confidence. The more you try, the better you get. Even short sentences like, where is the toilet? Or can I have a spoon, please? Help you feel stronger in English.
Also, it's helpful to remember key phrases. Write them down and keep them in your phone or notebook. You can check them when you need them.
Yes, like, do you have a table for two? Can we sit near the window? Is this dish spicy?
And in the hotel, can I get a wake-up call at 7 a.m.? Can you help me call a taxi? Is there a pharmacy nearby?
These phrases can make your trip much easier and more enjoyable.
And you'll feel proud when you can do things in English on your own. It's a great feeling.
Yes, it really is a great feeling when you can do things in English, especially when you're in a new place and everything is different. Even simple tasks feel like big achievements.
And every small success helps you build more confidence. Maybe one day you ask for a glass of water. The next day you order a full meal without help.
That's how language learning works, step by step. And remember, don't be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand something. You can say, "Can you speak more slowly, please?" Or "What does this word mean?"
That's a really helpful phrase. Can you repeat that, please? It's polite and it shows you want to learn. Most people will be happy to help you.
Also, if you want to check your pronunciation, you can repeat what the other person says. For example, if the waiter says Caesar salad, you can repeat, "Caesar salad, okay? I'll try that." It helps you practice and learn new words.
That's a smart trick. You hear, you repeat, and you remember better. And if you're not sure how to say something, you can point and say, "What is this called?" That way, you learn vocabulary naturally.
Let's talk more about cultural differences too. In some countries, people speak very directly in restaurants, but in other places, people use more polite expressions. It's good to learn those polite ways to sound friendly and respectful.
Yes, like using "would you mind?" or "could I please?" instead of saying things too directly. For example, "Could I please have some more water?" sounds very polite.
And using "may I" is also very formal and polite. You can say, "May I have the bill?" instead of "give me the bill."
Good point. And when it's time to pay at a restaurant, people often say, "Can I get the check, please?" Or "Could we have the bill, please?" depending on the country.
Also, in many places, tipping is common, so you can ask, "Is service included?" That means, do you need to leave a tip or not?
Yes, and if you do leave a tip, it's usually 10% or 15% of the bill, but it depends on the country and restaurant.
And in hotels, it's also polite to tip the person who carries your luggage or cleans your room. Even a small tip shows appreciation.
Now, imagine you're checking out of a hotel. You can say, "I'd like to check out, please," or "I'm ready to check out." The receptionist may ask, "Did you take anything from the minibar?"
And you can reply, "Yes, I took a bottle of water," or "No, I didn't take anything." After that, they give you the final bill.
You may also want to ask, "Can I leave my luggage here for a few hours?" if your flight or train is later in the day.
That's a very useful phrase. Many hotels offer a luggage room where you can keep your bags after you check out.
And sometimes, you may want to give feedback. You can say, "Thank you for your service, everything was great," or "We enjoyed our stay very much."
Yes, and it's always nice to hear people speak kindly. You can also write a review online using simple English to help other travelers.
For example, you can write, "The room was clean and comfortable. The staff was very friendly. I recommend this hotel." That's a short and helpful review.
That's a great idea. It also gives you a chance to practice your writing skills. You're learning even when you finish your trip.
Exactly, learning English can happen anywhere at a hotel, in a restaurant, while asking for directions, or even writing reviews online.
And the best part is, the more you use it, the more natural it becomes. Soon, you'll feel more confident every time you speak.
That's true. And don't forget, learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about communication, understanding others, and making yourself understood.
Absolutely, and practicing in real-life situations like hotel check-ins, restaurant orders, and polite conversations helps you become a confident English speaker.
Yes, and when you feel confident speaking in real-life situations, it's such a great achievement. You're not just learning English, you're building skills that help you travel, meet people, and enjoy life more fully.
Exactly, whether you're booking a hotel room, ordering food, asking polite questions, or writing a review, you're using English in a practical, useful way.
And the best thing is, you don't need perfect English. You just need to communicate clearly and politely. People will understand you, and you'll feel proud of yourself.
Absolutely. Even small conversations can help you grow. Step by step, you become more fluent, more confident, and more comfortable.
Let's take a moment to summarize what we've talked about today. We shared many useful phrases and tips to help you in hotels and restaurants. You learned how to check in at a hotel, ask for services, order food politely, deal with problems, ask for the bill, leave a tip, and even write a short review.
And now, let's review some of the most important words we used in this podcast. We'll give you the meaning and one example for each word to help you remember them.
1. Reservation. A booking for a hotel room or a table in a restaurant. Example, I have a reservation for 2 nights.
2. Reception. The front desk area in a hotel where guests check in or ask for help. Example, I asked for a map at the hotel reception.
3. Room service. A hotel service that delivers food or items to your room. Example, I ordered dinner through room service.
4. Menu. A list of food and drinks offered in a restaurant. Example, can I see the menu, please?
5. Bill or check. The paper that shows how much you need to pay. Example, could I have the bill, please?
6. Tip. Extra money given for good service. Example, we left a 10% tip for the waiter.
7. Polite. Using kind and respectful language. Example, it's polite to say, could I please have some water?
8. Minibar. A small fridge in a hotel room with drinks and snacks. Example, I took a soda from the minibar.
9. Review. A short comment about your experience at a place. Example, I wrote a review saying the hotel was clean and comfortable.
These are great words to remember and use. You can write them down, repeat them, and try to use them in your own sentences.
We really hope you enjoyed this podcast and learned something useful today. If you did, please give us a like, leave a comment below, and share this episode with your friends and family who are learning English too.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next episode. Your support helps us create more helpful content for learners like you.
Thank you so much for listening. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.
See you next time, and take care.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.